Questions 11 through 20 on the 2005 Grade 8 Gauss Math Contest. In the diagram, AB is 25, AC is 20, and angle A is 90 degrees. What is the area of triangle ABC? Area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. The base in this case is AB, and they tell you that is equal to 25. And the height in this case is CA, and they tell you, or AC, and they tell you that is 20. So it looks like we've got 10 times 25, which is 250. So number 11, the answer is E. What is the largest possible value for the sum of 5 consecutive even numbers if 10 and 12 are included amongst the 5 numbers? So we've got 10 and 12, and we've got 3 more. Now I want the largest possible sum, so I'll choose the largest possible consecutive even number. So I'll go on this side instead of going that way. That would be 14, 16, and 18. Consecutive even numbers. Add all these up and we get 10 plus 12 plus 14 plus 16 plus 18. And that is equal to 70. And I think that's it. So number 12, the answer is E. 4 points, B, A, E, L, are on a straight line as shown. G is a point off the line, so that BAG is 120. And GEL is 80. If the reflex angle at G is 80 x degrees, then x equals. All right. Well, first and foremost, the sum of the angles about a line are equal to 180. So if this is 120, this angle in here has to be 180 minus 120, which is 60. And by the same principle, if this is 80, then this angle here has to be 180 minus 80, which is 100. So this is 60, this is 100, therefore this angle has to be 180 minus 60 minus 100, since the sum of the angles of a triangle equal 180, and therefore that angle in there is 20. So this whole, all the way around is 360. They're saying x is just, I guess, from here to here, so everything except that 20. So x basically would be 360 minus that 20, and that would give you 340. So number 13, the answer is A. Which of these values is the largest? All right, they're going to make us work for this one. This is what I call a time drainer. I'll put that in there. Time drain. On math contests, you don't have much time, but they're draining your time, your precious, valuable minutes. All right, here we go. Let's do this. 4 divided by 2 minus 1/4. So that would be 8 minus 1 over 4. And this is 4 over 1 times 4 over 7. So that looks like 16 over 7. The next one, 4 over 2 plus 1/4, so that's 9 over 4. So then this would be 4 over 1 times 4 over 9 when you invert and multiply, and that's 16 over 9. All right. Next one looks like 4 over 5 over 3, and that, of course, would be 4 over 1 times 3 over 5, which is 12 over 5. And the next one, 4 over 7 over 3, and that is 4 over 1 times 3 over 7, and that's 12 over 7. And the last one is 4, looks like 3 halves, and therefore 4 over 1 times 2 over 3, and that's 8 over 3. And then if you take out your calculator, which are allowed on the Canadian exams, and do the decimal, this would be 2.2 approximately. This is 1.7. This is 2.4. This is 1.7, all approximate values. And this is 2.6. So the largest one is E for number 14. Which equation represents the relationship between the values of x and y? All right, so this is just a plug and play, right? You just have to see these values satisfy which one of these 5 All right, well, the first one, I don't think that's true, right? Because x plus 0.5, I mean, if x is 4, if you add 0.5, it'll be 4.5, and that does not equal 6. How about the next one? Y equals 1.5x. Well, that will be true. That will be true. That's true, and that's true. Great. I just got it just by, plugging in these values into the given equation. So 15, the answer is B. A student may pay $1.50 for a single bus ticket or $5.75 for a package of 5 tickets. If a student requires 40 tickets, how much does she save by buying all of the tickets in packages of 5 rather than buying 40 single tickets? So if she has to buy 40 tickets and she individually buys them by paying $1.50 each, she will pay 4 times 1.5, which is $60. But if she utilizes the package deal, then first and foremost, she wants to buy 40 tickets, right? Each package has 5 tickets. So 40 divided by 5, she's got to buy 8 packages. All right, 8 packages. Each package costs $5.75. So when you multiply 8 by 5.75, you get $46. So 60 versus 46, so it would be a savings of $14 if she utilizes the package deal. So number 16, the answer is C. If A is an even integer and B is an odd integer, which of the following could represent an odd integer? All right, as always, instead of working in an abstract way, I just assign numbers. It's easy to let A equal whatever you want, 6, B equal 5. That's good enough, right? All right, let's go. A times B is 30. A plus 2B is, we got 10 plus 16. 2A minus 2B is 12 minus 10, which is 2. A plus B plus 1 is 12, and A minus B is 1. Which one of these is odd? I think it's this one. So number 17, the answer is E. N equals 2 to the 5th times 3 to the 2nd times 7 times box. And 100 divides evenly into n. Which of the following numbers could be placed in the box? So n is equal to 2 to the power of 5 times 3 to the power of 2 times 7 times a box. All right, if you just look at these numbers, that's 2016. And then times some number. All right, so far we have no idea what the box is going to be. But this is the clue that's going to help us solve it. 100 evenly divides into n. So what I just did is just started looking at these numbers. And if I multiply each of these numbers, I'm trying to see if it becomes divisible by 100. And you can try that on your own. When I substituted 75, I got 2016 times 75 for n, and that is 151200. And that is indeed divisible by 100, because if you do divide by 100, you'll get an integer. You'll get 1512. And that happens when the number 75 is placed into the box. So number 18, the answer is C. The points A, B, C, D, and E represent values along the number line as shown. A, B, C, and D are between 0 and 1, and E is between 1 and 2. Which point best represents the value of B times C? Well, we are not given any values, but we can give approximations. A perhaps could be 0.2, right? I'm not saying it is exactly, but approximately. B could be 0.4. C could be 0.6, and D could be 0.8. Correct? And then E, I have no idea, but I'll just say it's 1.4. All right, these are all approximations. Now they're saying B times C. All right, well, what is B? I assigned it as 0.4. And C I have assigned as 0.6. So B times C would be 0.4 times 0.6, which is 0.24. And which one of those is closest? Well, obviously it's A. So number 19, the answer is A. A slack rope walker is much like a tightrope walker, except that the rope on which he performs is not pulled tight. Paul, a slack rope walker, has a rope tied to two 15-meter high poles which are 14 meters apart. When he is standing on the rope 5 meters away from one of the poles, he is 3 meters above the ground. How long is the rope? So I am assuming the rope is from here to here and then from there to there. Now we got to figure out that length. Okay, shouldn't be a problem. Let's see here. Let me just draw a couple of lines here. I think one line should be sufficient. That line that I just drew. All right, now let's start labeling. A lot of this they give you already. 3. If this is 3 from here to here, and this is 15, then that means from there to there is going to be 12. And in a very similar way, that also is 12 from here to here. And then if this is 14, from here to here they've told you is 5, then this green line that I just drew has to be 14 minus 5, which is 9. And we've got 2 right triangles, and we can proceed. So the first distance from there to there I will call x, and then this distance from there to there I'll call y. So the first Pythagorean relationship is 12 squared plus 5 squared is equal to x squared. Correct? And that gives me 144 plus 25 is equal to x squared, and therefore x is equal to 13. The next triangle, we have 9 squared plus 12 squared is equal to y squared, and that looks like 81 plus 144 is equal to y squared, and therefore y is equal to 15. So the total length of the rope is x plus y, and that's 13 plus 15, which is 28. And therefore number 20, the answer is A.